Welcome to Vlogmas Decluttering Roulette on Jamie Chaotic, where every day from December 1st to 24th, I will be decluttering one quick problem area in my house, drawn at random from a fishbowl. Because 'tis the season to decorate, host parties with friends and family, and be otherwise drowning in the stress, mess, and chaos of the holiday season. I hope the videos of me getting my shit together can provide you with some decluttering motivation and a few moments of relaxation during these trying times. Thanks for watching. Now on to today's mess. So after 23 days of cleaning out my house, this is what we have to deal with. Those are donations. The blankets are left over from when we were driving around looking at Christmas lights. And the back of the trunk is loaded up with stuff to go all over the place. Like safe medicine disposal, books to donate to the library. You'll see, it's a lot. But first, I'm going to take it all and put it into Blake's truck because we are going to be driving around all over Hell and Gone together to offload this stuff while we also Christmas shop. Okay, so Blake and I are going out to finish our Christmas shopping, but we're gonna go ahead and do all the donations too. I switched them from my van into his truck just so that we could do it now because we're going out and running all over town anyway. So why not? Then I'll clean out the rest of the car at the very, 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 very end. So we're gonna start with Savers because that's right across the street and take the rest of the donations. Then we're gonna drop off the prescriptions to the drop off at CVS next door. And then we also have all my camera stuff to go to Sammy's cameras and see if we can do a trade-in kind of thing. Are you down for all this, Blake?
Sure.
Oh, he looks grumpy. Okay. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, I already forgot to film stop one, but here's the proof. There's my coupon for donating the clothes and shoes and stuff to Savers. Well, we just rolled up to the camera store to see about doing like a trade-in or something with the cameras, and they're closed on Sunday, which is surprising, right, Blake?
Yep.
So that definitely ended on kind of a down note. Blake was not so happy. I'm just showing you the befores now for the rest of the car clean out. Don't get your hopes up on a really amazing before and after with this. This is not like a car detailing video. I'm just clearing out the stuff, the trash and the junk that doesn't belong there. I'm not even cleaning it. I'm not even vacuuming it. Okay, that will be a project for another day, and that is usually Blake's territory. He's the one that deals with cleaning cars and all of that kind of stuff. And it's mostly because I just don't really care. I don't care if my car's clean. I really kind of don't. I think of it as just a machine. I'm not a car person. Cars are not important to me. So anyway, you watch me just clear stuff out. I'm doing the box method, the bin method, whatever you want to call it, where I'm just taking everything that belongs in the house and throwing it in a bin, and then I distribute it later once I'm done with this. Also, I pulled out all these papers in the glove box for Blake to sort through because that was not something I had any idea what to do with. But I know a lot of you who have been watching this entire series are going to ask me, what about Maxi Pad Mountain? The big bag of maxi pads that I said I was going to donate to like a women's shelter or something. I told Blake that I wanted to do that, and he actually volunteered, surprisingly, to take them to his work. He works at a high school, and he said he knows one of the teachers in the room next to him has a whole stash of stuff for the girls, and he said he would be happy to take it to his school. So it definitely would have been great to donate it to a women's shelter or a youth shelter or something, but knowing that it's going directly to help the students that Blake works with makes me really happy. So that was, props to Blake. Props to Blake for this whole thing, driving all around hell and gone, like I said, to do all these donations and stuff. I was making fun, saying how grumpy he was, but he's just a grump on camera. He's really... he's fine. He really is. And we had a good time going Christmas shopping. My mom was watching our kids. My mom is in town for Christmas, so she was watching our kids, so we got to make like a little afternoon of it. Fun date for us to go just drive all over town. But it was useful. It got stuff done. A little unfortunate that I couldn't get the cameras out of my possession, but that's going to have to just be a task for another day. I will certainly tell you how that goes once I am able to get over there and do it. It's just the bad timing of this time of year. I was really surprised they were closed on Sunday. I just didn't have time to get back over there on Monday or Christmas Eve. I don't even know if they were open on Christmas Eve. I didn't even look. It was one of those things where I was like, well, if they're not open today, it's going to have to happen after Christmas. So it is what it is. Not totally completing the mission and completing the tasks, which is a bummer, but it's all right. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to leave all the donations to the end. I didn't consider the fact that we'd be so close to Christmas by the time I'd be doing this. Thought I would have a little more time, but it's okay. So I'm just continuing to unload the random stuff in the car. The stuff underneath that brown paper bag in the front seat is actually medical papers that I need to take with me to an appointment. So I just put the brown paper bag over it just to hide the sensitive information, just because I'm doing a video. The brown paper bag ends up coming back in the house. I'm leaving the medical papers in the car because then I don't forget where I put them. And I will have them in the car when I'm ready to go to my appointment. The blankets and these jackets and stuff in the back seat, we had been using those when we drove around and looked at Christmas lights with the kids. So that just needed to come back in the house. This is my bag full of other tote bags that I use when I'm grocery shopping and stuff like that. I am going to hoist myself into the car here and get the rest of the trash. I'm just filling up this little trash bin that we keep in the car. Usually I have it lined with a paper bag or something, but for some reason that just didn't happen this time. But I will empty it out and put a bag in there this time. I bought that little trash bin after Bo threw up in the car one time, and I realized, hey, I should have a little bin for somebody to barf into if one of my kids decides to barf while we're driving and I can't pull over quick enough. That was a fun time. Also, one of the many reasons why I'm like, this car's trash. Why do I care if it's clean? Like literally kids have vomited all over this car. Hey, look, I found another one of those arcade game cards. I'm actually going to bring it into the house, even though 500,000 of you told me I should keep them in the car, which is a good idea. It definitely is a good idea. Apparently I was doing that with this one and I didn't even know it, but I think we like it in the entryway little table area because now we know where they all are, all of them. And whoever is taking the kids somewhere can just go in there and grab the little game cards. This first aid wet wipe kind of area in the center console just had one old thing of sunscreen, but other than that, it's good. I have replenished the Band-Aids and stuff in there quite often, usually during sports season. I had a couple little working flashlights, so that was cool. I put those in the glove box, had no idea those were there. I also found a sock, just random sock inside that brown paper bag. Don't know why, because kids. In the back trunk area, one bag had stuff that I needed to give to my mom and my aunt. So I actually brought that back inside because they were coming over on this night anyway. And I'm just consolidating all of my reusable tote bags into this other bin. I have a lot that might need to get another once over and clean out of that bin as well down the road. But for now, it's like, hey, if I can jam them in there and they fit, then I can keep them. This bin that's been back here, I was using at one point for my donations, and I think I'm still going to do that. It's just right now I have 3 banker boxes taking up space in the back. Those do still need to come into the house. However, those are the last 3 inventory boxes that I had in my car of stuff that was left over from my reselling business. And you guys know my office is at maximum capacity. So they fit in the car right now. I'm going to leave them there until I weed through some of the boxes that are already in the house. Once those boxes are in the house, I have a really nice divider bin sorter thing that goes back here that I can open up. The trunk becomes super functional. And then I use this white tote bin as my donation bin that I just sort of always keep in the car and pop stuff into it as I go, as I'm decluttering the house. There was some trash and other tote bags and stuff in there. The trash, it was like some school stuff that had been brought home a long time ago, and a cardboard box, and I was able to go ahead and let that go. And there was some other tote bags. They're more for like when I'm shopping for inventory, which clearly I'm not doing for a really long time. So I'm just going to bring those back inside too and put those in my office. Otherwise, I'm going to shove everything kind of all together and consolidate into bins and make it as neat as possible for now. It's good enough for now. At least I know where everything is. I know there's no more trash back here. I know there's no more toys. I had already put together all of the toys that were in the car. I had put them all in a bag that was in the front seat. That was one of the first things I took out of there. I had already done that a few weeks ago. Just the bag was still sitting in the car. So I went ahead and brought that in and distributed the toys into their toy closet and wherever else they needed to go. The other stuff that was in the car was just like random socks, random clothes, jackets, kite strings, just a bunch of nonsense stuff that just like, how did that even end up in the car? I really don't know. Now I'm just going to gather up all of the trash in super high speed. Definitely gonna need your Dramamine for this little clip. And then we're basically all done and you get to see the before and afters. So here's everything that is leaving the car, either to just get redistributed or go back into the house where it belongs. Here is the bag of trash. And let us not forget how much I have donated throughout this series. These are the shots of all the donations that I have taken over the last 24 days to the naysayers saying that I didn't get rid of much. Well, I beg to differ. Here's our before and afters, just basically showing that the stuff left the car. Still some stuff in the trunk, but I explained all that. I am definitely going to be doing a walkthrough of the house and an overview recap. So this is not the final episode. It's just the final episode of Vlogmas that will be coming after Christmas. And I appreciate all of you so, so much. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching this series. My gratitude cannot be expressed. Everyone remember to be kind, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye everyone.